If you work with web development or data analysis, you know the exact headache of pulling an API response and getting hit with this. Thousands of lines of raw, unreadable, continuous text. Your first instinct might be to copy that massive block of text and paste it into a random online formatting tool. But doing that with proprietary company data or live access tokens means transmitting sensitive information to an unknown third-party server. This is where the Prime Tool Hub free JSONPath Evaluator comes in. Engineered for client-side processing, it runs entirely offline within your browser. Because 0 bytes of your payload ever leave your machine, you can securely format, query, and export your production data without risking a leak. Step 1 is getting our raw text readable. We start by taking that minified API string and pasting it straight into the toolkit's input editor. When you trigger the pretty print function, the continuous string is instantly parsed and indented into a color-coded hierarchy. Using the interactive tree viewer, you can click parent brackets to collapse large nested arrays, hiding the noise to reveal the exact branches you need. This process happens instantaneously. Because it relies completely on your local JavaScript engine, there is 0 server lag while exploring the dataset. Securing a clean, visually organized baseline like this is the required first step before we can begin any complex data extraction. JSON is a highly strict format. A single missing quotation mark or a stray bracket will completely crash the application trying to read it. The built-in validator catches these issues. Here, a critical comma was deleted, and the system immediately highlights the exact line with a bright red warning. The moment we type the comma back in, the syntax clears, confirming the code is clean. An automated failsafe removes human error from the equation, guaranteeing our dataset is perfectly sound before we start pulling numbers from it. Now we face the real challenge, isolating very specific data points buried inside thousands of lines of nested code. To do this, we write JSONPath expressions. If you don't have the syntax memorized, you can click the UI cheat sheet to drop the exact navigation commands directly into your query box. We start every query with a $sign, representing the document root, using brackets to target specific arrays. Inside the array, we apply filters. By adding a rule, like isolating books under $10, our query ignores the rest and extracts only matching notes. The live evaluation engine processes your query locally in real time. It instantly filters the results panel with every single keystroke, without pressing a run button. By learning a few simple expressions, you transition from manually searching through infinite text to extracting precise data arrays in milliseconds. Extracting the data is highly efficient for developers, but eventually you need to hand these numbers over to a business analyst who lives in Microsoft Excel. For that step, we move over to the dedicated JSON to CSV converter tab. For successful conversion, you cannot feed nested objects into a spreadsheet. Your JSON input must be a flat array of identical data blocks. The algorithm pulls object keys for CSV headers, then perfectly aligns corresponding values into the spreadsheet grid. Bridging the gap between a web developer format and a universal business format allows you to share technical data across departments seamlessly. Once the conversion finishes, you simply click Download. Open that clean CSV file in your spreadsheet software and immediately start building your reports. We started with a massive, unreadable block of API text, securely formatted it, extracted highly specific pricing variables, and transformed the final results into a business-ready spreadsheet. Because we used the Prime Tool Hub toolkit, we completed the entire workflow with 0 server latency and the absolute security of data that never leaves your device. Stop risking your sensitive data on unverified online formatters. Visit primetoolhub.com right now to use the JSONPath Evaluator and Extractor for free. With the right offline tools, developers and analysts can secure their workflows and move from raw API responses to usable data insights in a single session.